Fleck plays an autistic numbers man who helps gangsters and terrorists cook their books. Watch a film clip from The Accountant, starring Ben Affleck and Anna Kendrick. Photo, Warner Brothers Pictures. By John Anderson. October 13, 2016, 6:35 p.m. ET. 0 comments. There's probably a joke to be made about Ben Affleck playing a character who can't express emotions, but we're not making it here. The Accountant, which stars Mr. Affleck as a math savant/marksman/martial artist who uncooks books and kicks backsides, is an effective and even affecting pop thriller, based on a pretty novel idea. Mr. Affleck's Christian Wolff is autistic, his disorder giving him the upper hand in a world of international gangsters, drug cartels and government agents trying to take him down. More reviews. Certain women. Desierto. Will there be a sequel? Is the Pope Argentine? The premise for The Accountant is one of those why didn't anyone think of this before ideas, conjured up by producer Mark Williams and scripted by Bill Dubuque. Even if it is something of a minefield, 1 in 68 children are identified as being on the spectrum, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in 2014. Making it amusing is a trick. Yet director Gavin O'Connor, Warrior, Miracle, treats it all with considerable delicacy, allowing Mr. Affleck to be charming, and juggling a surprising number of intersecting plotlines, considering the usual requirements of a studio thriller. Christian has a solidly told backstory, a mother who left, a brother oppressed by his sib's developmental disorder, a military father, Robert C. Trevailer, who made his family suffer, all seen through the film's recurring flashbacks, which are richly detailed. But other, more tangential characters are fleshed out, too, and generously. Mary Beth Medina, Cynthia Addai Robinson, for instance, the Treasury agent assigned to track down the mysterious forensic accountant who keeps popping up in surveillance photos of drug lords and terrorists, has a police record. She's been reluctant to seek promotion lest her past be dug up, which is exactly how her boss, Raymond King, J.K. Simmons, a government lifer who has his own nightmarish connection to Christian, blackmails her into taking the case. Christian, of course, is too smart to be caught, or to even have his existence acknowledged. His aliases are always the names of economists and philosophers. How he keeps himself secret is part of the fun. So is the way he keeps his stuff, in a ready-to-go trailer that contains his weapons, his Renoir, his Pollock and his copy of Action Comics, Volume 1. He is, needless to say, a nerd. The Accountant shouldn't be taken too seriously. Christian seems to get a little better as the film proceeds, evolving from an amusing stoicism to a more receptive attitude toward emotional stimuli, especially those provided by Dana Cummings, a delightful Anna Kendrick, the junior accountant who discovers a financial discrepancy at Living Robotics, the prosthetics manufacturer owned by Lamar Blackburn, John Lithgow, and his sister Rita, Jean Smart. A montage in which Christian runs their numbers, and delights in his findings, is particularly good, and the robot theme recurs constantly. Christian's chief consultant is the mechanical-sounding voice in his car, a cross between Siri and the car in Knight Rider. That the film's non-autistic characters are occasionally sociopaths is one point well made. That people with autism are not unreachable is